I don't know what it is. I guess my whole life I've been inspired by so many coaches, so many people around me. I just want to help young kids, help adults reach their goals, reach their true potential to what I love doing every day. I love training. I love working out. Set goals, small goals, big goals, whatever. Try to have lifelong goals and try to keep achieving. Fitness has been a part of my life ever since I picked up that first magazine, first book. Always trying to strive to be better, as good as my older brother. That always helped. Having an older sibling who was into fitness and people that say genetics is a huge role, they have no clue. My older brother was very fast, the star of every sports team, and I was kind of a tub of goo. I remember 11, 12 years old, trying to play basketball, uncoordinated as heck, 2 left feet. Didn't want to do this, didn't want to do that. But we'd always be out there every Saturday, every Sunday, on the weekends playing 2-person football, throw it to yourself, having a great time. Me usually ended up getting tackled too hard, crying to my mom. That was funny. Getting the crap beat out of me. But I always looked up to my older brother and worked my butt off, wanted to be as good as him. And you always have the siblings where blood is thicker than the water. They always pick on you and this and that, but they care for you a ton. And I guess I started lifting, working out, because my brother I was very uncoordinated, and he knew that. He always said I was uncoordinated and this and that, but and I remember picking up my first Muscle and Fitness magazine, or some magazine, and before the days of internet, and reading an article that said lifting helps improve coordination. And right there I was hooked. We got some weights from my aunt. It was just an old rusty set where the pins are too narrow, where you pinch your finger when you rack it. I remember starting with the bar must have been 15 pounds, starting with 25s on each side. No, maybe 10s on each side. I was 6th grade, 7th grade, and I'm trying to rep these out, and we're just, all we do is bicep curls, and you look at flex, you look at Muscle and Fitness, you do chest exercises and bicep exercises. Nobody knew about posterior chain, and being an athlete, it was just about getting big, being like Arnold, being like Dorian Yates, all those guys back in the day. Man, as soon as I read that article about being coordinated, I was like, I'm hooked. I didn't want to get picked on anymore, and my brother obviously didn't mean anything mean by it. It's just what you do, and I looked up to him so much, and I started lifting hardcore, and then I think I maxed out every single day of my freshman year of high school. Came in first football practice, I benched 135. That was my body weight, 135, and I could barely do it. I still think, I always tell people I did 135 the first time I ever benched, but I think the guy's nickname was Pumpkin, because he had a big pumpkin head. He helped me towards the top, and then he looks at me and he's like, man, you could barely do your body weight. Talk about a killer, man. So I think every single day I maxed out. By the end of my freshman year, I did 175, into sophomore year, 225. Into senior year, 335, and then off to college sports, college track, college football. Internship down at University of Arizona, learned a ton. And then went to grad school at North Dakota State, got to implement my programs I learned from University of Arizona, and then what I did myself in just trial and error. Learned how to work with athletes. Came down to Wisconsin, back home, and worked with adults, one-on-one training. Love doing one-on-one training. Right now I do in-home training, and also work here, train at my gym. Train adults, train kids for sports performance. It's great. Love doing it. It's great to see, especially young kids, 11, 12 years old, build the confidence they need to be leaders. And I just look back at myself when I was that age, and it's amazing the transformations that you get, that you can see. truly amazing. Right now, I teach kickboxing, boxing, cardio kickboxing, and it's not your average cardio kickboxing, cardio boxing class. I actually teach, I'm a fighter as well. I teach Muay Thai techniques, professional boxing techniques. It's just, I don't have people hit each other. You know, my clientele out in this area, you gotta know where you are. Not everybody wants to go home with a bloody nose and a bruised face. You know, I train them to be a fighter, how a fighter would fight, but I just don't allow the hitting. We do a lot of focus pad work, a lot of tie pads, bags, drills. My coach always told people in seminars and stuff like that, the old school of boxing is the new school in training, and that's so true. It's about plyometrics. It's about knowing your body, balance, speed, quickness, agility. It's the same thing. It doesn't matter what sport you're playing. I don't care if you're playing baseball, soccer, football. Oh my gosh, what really gets me irritated is when I have especially young athletes that do not play football. They start pushing a prowler, or they start doing sprints, or they start doing cleans, and all of a sudden they think it's a football workout. Last time I checked, basketball, baseball, golf, all of those sports need hip strength, hip flexibility, and overall coordination. Am I wrong? No, I'm not wrong. It's just how you go about programming it and being a good coach and the results you're going to get from it. Yes, you need shoulder flexibility. It doesn't matter if you're football or golf or baseball. You need rotator cuff strength. You need hip strength. You need all that stuff. It's about being a better overall athlete. I don't train people to be a better basketball player, a better football player, a better soccer player, better rugby, field hockey. It doesn't matter what sport you play. I'm not your coach. They're going to train you to be that better position player on the field. I'm here to make you a better athlete, so you're going to kick the crap out of that guy next to you, guy or girl next to you, on the field, on the court, on the turf. So it doesn't matter. I'm here to make you a better athlete, not a mathlete.